Josh Beatty.
Yeah, you did.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this evening's broadcast here tonight with High Velocity Racing League at Kansas Speedway. This is race 6 here. As we wind down here with practice. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to As you can see here on the screen, this is the race info for tonight. We are running 130 laps around this 1.5 mile track with the stages at 39 and 78. These guys are wrapping up their last few laps of practice here. The practice times on that tower on the left side of the screen looks like they're going to be running about an average of 30 seconds per lap. And as these guys get their one final lap around here, we will begin qualifying here. I'm joined by Mike Burns tonight in the broadcast booth. And there you have it. Practice is over with Grady looking like he's taking the fastest time there in practice. With Zachary Tyler right behind him. We're going to take a look at these guys as they come out of pit road. See if we can catch these guys going around and catch them getting some laps in. Currently we have Travis George out here. George comes down the backstretch looking to complete his first qualifying lap here. McCann completes one with a 30.3, and Keller just ahead of him slightly with a 30.31, as these times seem to file their way in here as these guys start to complete their first lap. Keller with the hot lap here. Focus here on one of the recent winners, William Kern. He has yet to register a lap here in qualifying. And I will say, Kern always rocking those nice paint schemes here. Comes Kern's first lap. Let's see what he gets. 30.8. It's not going to cut it, as our leader currently is going to be Bobby Grady. Looks like he's finished his qualifying. Looks like I missed a lot of these guys. Matthew Chase looks done. Sean Happick done as well. Don Miller's still got some time to make up here in qualifying. And Kern does get himself a hot lap there on that second go around with a 30.2, holding down the third spot so far. Looks like the 17 in soil looks like he's got a lot of time to make up here on this hopefully not his second lap around here.
Tell you what, that's a nice Skittles car there.
Who's got the Skittles paint tonight?
It looks like Sully's got the Skittles paint, unless I'm seeing things.
You are seeing things.
Maybe I need to turn my trading paints on.
I will get those paints refreshed here as these guys are in their drivers meeting. Also, so we're on the same page here. All right, once again, tonight, Kansas Speedway, 130 laps with stage 1 at 39 and stage 2 at 78. We will get these paints refreshed so everyone's on the same page here. And we'll go over the grid order with the pole winner being Bobby Grady in the first position, with Chris Weiniger on the outside of him. You're going to have William Kern on the inside in the third, Randy Post fourth. Travis George back there in 5, not so far back there. But Zachary Tyler in the 6th. You got Don Miller holding down the middle of the pack in 7th, and Andre Carvalho in 8th. Jace Keller in 9, Sean Wilder in 10th. We got Matthew Chase and Sean Happick back there in 11 and 12. And in 13th, Brent Escareno and Katie McCann in 14th. The number 15 car in the 15th spot, Justin Nava. Outside of him is going to be Bryce Tucker. Day off in 17, Sully in 18th. Christian Wagner in 19th. And it looks like it's going to be Josh Parker back there holding down the end of the field. We do have some penalties from last week's race. Put those up on the screen real quick. Looks like Jace Keller himself has a penalty. It's going to be Christian Wagner. A couple of the guys not too crazy with the penalties this evening. Mostly all EOLs, so that's going to change things up as of qualifying. So we will get an updated field here once these guys get around the track for the first time here.
All right, we'll be going here south.
See, the one who's going to suffer the most here with that qualifying time. Keller, Wagner, Weiniger, Sully, and Parker. Looks like Keller. It looks like he's going to suffer the most with that qualifying position. He's going to go from 9th and drop back just a little bit, just a little bit.
One lap hold, I'm not sure. I know on the stop and go, if you have anything selected, it won't count for your stop and go. You just may want to make sure on your one lap hold that you don't have any tire, fuel, or anything like that selected, just in case.
10-4, 10-4.
Drivers are currently wrapping up their meeting with race control, going over the stages, and I believe they are issuing out EOLs or giving the guys the information on EOLs being handed out. So we've got 130 laps.
All right, guys, we're going to get going here.
At 1.5 miles each. It's going to be 195 miles around Kansas this evening.
Looks like they're taking off here.
If we're not situated, someone just let us know and we'll continue if we have to, but I have a feeling we'll all be good.
And as you can see, there's a lot of shuffling going on, as you can see on the tower and on the track, as we get a view from the blimp up above. These guys are pretty good at what they do. They'll get this one situated here shortly. I'm sure it won't take too long.
Probably a couple of times around, we should be good to go.
Looks like that pace car is off, so it looks like we are good to go.
Okay, maybe one time.
And the green flag's out. It looks like Kern is already up there pushing on Grady. Get that bottom line going there. It was like Post dives in front of Grady there. Mike, what are you anticipating tonight for this race? Do you think it'll be a clean one, or do you think there's going to be any cautions, or what's your outlook?
I was just getting ready to say I anticipate a good, clean race. Shouldn't take too long, and more than likely our usual suspects up front, but let's see who can make moves. I'm going to watch out for Sean Happick to gain a few spots and hopefully get up in that top 3.
And so far, Sean Happick is up 4 spots from where he started. He's playing out on the EOLs, I guess, but looks like he's out there doing what he does best, right there behind Wilder. Zachary Tyler up there in the 4th spot. Hopefully he can keep that car in a straight line tonight. Season opener wasn't the best turnout for him, as he was Tokyo drifting it down pit lane. I'm sure he remembers that one all too well. We'll check here on Sean Wilder and Happick there, with Carvalho on the outside. Looks like they're just trying to kind of, get a feel for the track so far. Carvalho looked like he's trying to make his move past Post there. I'm sure he thinks that he follows Happick around this track. He's gonna make some moves up there towards the front. So you got a good battle there between KT McCann and Dayhoff, with Chase right there, right behind him, almost trying to go 3 wide there. Then you got Jace Keller right there behind those guys, staying up with the pack regardless of that penalty he had to face there at the beginning of the race. Right there, staying behind KT McCann in that pack. Let's see the movers that we have this evening, and it looks like it's going to still be KT McCann passing Dayhoff there for the 11th spot, right behind Tucker and Miller. Tucker looks like he's on his move up to the front where he usually finds himself.
It also looks like Who's up there? Looks like Bryce Tucker's up 8 spots at the moment as well.
Yep, Bryce Tucker is, like I said, on his way up towards the front as usual, making his way through that pack there as they're on the apron coming around the start-finish line. I'm looking forward to seeing Bryce Tucker keep the momentum that he had from last week. You got the Red Bull and the Sunoco fuel in that car tonight, it looks like. Let's take a look back
Who's
here
got the monster?
with Justin Knob. Looks like he is struggling to stay up with the pack as Weiniger and Parker and Sully back there they're making their way slowly, but they got a lot of ground to cover. That is going to be KT McCann, the 95, the white monster car.
What happened to Weinger? He qualified second. Did he have an EOL?
I believe he did have an EOL. So your EOLs were Jace Keller, Christian Wagner, Chris Weiniger, Sully, and Josh Parker.
I got you.
You can see here on the tower on the left side.
Oh, 99 getting into the 29 there. They're a little loose as Dayhoff and is that Dayhoff that just passed them?
Yeah, Dayhoff did just pass Tyler.
Yeah, 48's getting into all there a little bit as well.
Got Jace Keller trying to make a move there behind Wilder. Can't cut it and slows himself down. He's going to have to fall back in behind Zach Tyler.
Yeah, Wilder looks like he's making his way back up towards those guys. He's up there with Dayhoff and looks like Happick right now. He was back with that second pack right behind him. See if these three guys can push each other up towards the front there. Wilder looks like he's going to make a pass, or at least try to make this pass on Happy right now for that 5th spot. Thought he had him there for a second.
Yeah, once again, it's the Sean show back there in the 5th position. 5 and 6, those guys are trying to find a way around one another to catch that front, I guess you could call it a front pack there. They're all included in the battle for second. I mean, according to that, the lap times are only a couple tenths of a second behind each other.
Yeah, and don't look now. There's Bryce. Who's that? Bryce Tucker trying to make a move on Happy and Wilder as well.
He slides down to the inside on the apron around the start finish once again, trying to catch that draft. I don't think he knows which guy to get behind there because they're both moving pretty quick back and forth.
Yeah, he could. Oh man, I don't know if he's just dropping down to get that clean air a little bit or. Looks like he's gonna go with Happy there. He might make this pass on Wilder if they keep going at this rate here. Oh man, Happy just took the high side and now Tucker's falling back a bit. There he goes, he gets back in line there.
And Tucker, with no penalty to face this evening, he is up 10 spots from starting. So him and Sean Happick, along with Dayoff, are currently the top 3 biggest movers so far in the race, up plus 6 positions at a minimum for these guys.
Yeah, right now Bobby Grady's the fastest car on the track right now. But it looks like Tucker got something to say about those top 3 spots there.
So you got a nice battle going on back there with Carvalho and Chase for the 12th spot, with Tyler right behind those guys.
Wasn't Tyler just up in the front? He's the one who they were like hitting doors. Is that who was just up front, that 29 car?
Yes, sir.
I'll be interested to see if he can make his way back up there. He was pretty quick to begin.
Currently 20 laps over, with the first stage going to be at 39, so we have a little over 15 laps left here to go. Randy Post battling back there in the 9th and 10th position, with Dayhoff, KT McCann right behind him as well. Post is putting on some moves there for Dayhoff.
Oh, he got left to the top side. He got into the wall there.
He did.
Looks like those two, Post and Dayhoff, caught up to Keller and Wilder. Here comes Post. He's trying to take the middle. Well, it looked like it there for a second.
Let's take a look up front here at our leader, checking in with William Kern. 0.3 of a second in front of George. Tucker made his way back up front, almost a second behind the leader. Looks like Grady slowly making his way back up there. Sean Happick up there in the 5th position. Don Miller hot on his heels.
Yeah, I lost sight of the front. I was kind of watching Bryce Tucker there for a minute to see if he could get back up front. Looks like he did.
And a quick pit entry by Miller. almost lost it going into the pits there. Looks like a couple guys are jumping in to the pits.
Yeah, you can tell their tires are getting pretty worn. They're down about a second and a half on these laps, so a lot of these guys should be coming into pit.
Yeah, so on screen right now, it looks like they're running about 27 laps. Everybody's running about 27 laps. You got McCann stayed out a lap longer, puts him up into the first position, up 13 from where he started. We'll see pit stop strategy, how long these guys are going to go, pit window and everything after we get a couple more laps in. KT finally makes his way in the pits.
Well, he might have. Looks like Grady might have just got fuel or maybe 2 tires. I couldn't tell there, but he's first out of the pits.
Got ourselves a battle here in the 8th battle for 8th here with Post, Wilder, and Mr. Tyler.
Yeah, I don't think he took tires.
Who didn't take tires?
I don't think Grady took tires. 16 just passed him easily.
You could be waiting to get tires until stage. Trying to tough it out there for the next 8 laps that we have until the end of the first stage.
Yeah, that's an interesting strategy. If he makes the podium, I'd be interested in asking him what he did on that first stop and what made him choose to do so.
Well, he is still up there, so he's doing something right. You got KT McCann up in 3rd, Dayhoff right behind him. Chase and Carvalho following in suit with Wilder and Kern side by side. I think Kern is actually down a lap.
Yeah, yep, he is.
Happick and Post back there 8 and 9. Keller rounding out the top 10 right behind Post, looking like he's going to try to make a move here coming into what looks like to be turn 3 as he does pass Post. Post, I think he might have not got tires as well because he looks like he lost a lot of traction there going into that turn.
You talking about that 71?
54.
Oh, okay.
I'd love to race with these guys right about now.
Yeah, it's what we expected, clean racing.
So we got 3 laps left until the end of the stage. I think that pit road should be closing here shortly.
Oh, whoa, someone got in the Kern there. I couldn't see the number on that car. Oh, there goes the 71. Oh, he got it. Wow, that was an insane accident there. Wow. I didn't see who got into the 71, but man, the 17's 71 smoked the 19. That was pretty insane.
Looks like that was Keller right when he passed Chase. I'm not going to say it was Keller, but let's take a look. You say it was Matthew Chase, the 71?
Yeah, that's 71. He got wrecked there, man.
Oh, yeah, looks like Kern came up. I'm not sure if he had anything to do with it. But Keller does tag Chase.
That'll be safe.
Keller did tag Chase pretty hard, and Chase just kind of spins around and grabs Carvalho also, and they just kind of hang out there on the wall.
Yeah, that was what they called the good one, wasn't it?
I would say it's a good one. I mean,
Or the big one. The big
one. Oh, yeah, for this race. You couldn't have picked a better time, though, for a caution to happen right here at stage.
Yeah, that should get Kern back on the lead lap, or am I wrong?
It should, depending on if his pit strategy here. Looks like Carvalho might have been a little bit too damaged to get himself into the pit stall, but looks like he towed.
Yeah, it looked to me he was like trying to take a shortcut through the infield there.
So now we'll look at pit strategy now. No, it doesn't matter since it is the stage. But we'll just give you some numbers.
No, I think you had an extra caution. Eventually, my fault anyway.
And look who's up front there. Hapik. He's up front. That was the guy I wanted to see have a pretty strong race, and so far, so good.
Where's he at? Let's get him up here into the broadcast booth. Oh, he is invisible. Not invincible. Not yet. He's got Kern right behind him. Looks like I think Kern might actually get the lucky dog here, unless I missed it and somebody else already got it.
I didn't see anybody drive around just yet.
Yeah, my screen on flag.
Bryce Tucker was running second. It looks like he's 2 laps down at the moment. Sorry, I think he was third. My apologies. He was third. Now he's back there in 18th at 2 laps down.
Yeah, man, I'm the fast again. My fault, man.
Looks like Happy chose the bottom.
Keller up there in the third spot. Coming a long way from that EOL sent him back to the back. And I'm gonna sit here and finally I can say it out loud. I'm actually going for Jace Keller, the Cowboy, for the win tonight. That's who I'm going for.
I already know the guy who I would have chose. He isn't racing tonight, so I already chose Happy. So we'll see what happens between those two.
I take it that's Kevin Fry, huh?
Nope.
Oh.
It is not. But Kern, I don't think he did get the lucky dog. He's still a lap back, and they might go green here soon. It looks like they are going green here. So Kern will be a lap down as they go green, and Happy jumps out front. Followed by, looks like Wilder's going to make a pass on George. He does, so it's the Sean and Sean show at the moment up front. Here comes Bobby Grady, though, making a little bit of noise next to that 16.
Now, I didn't get to watch him and see if he went in and actually got tires this time.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but he seems a little bit quicker here. Wow, Happy just got passed by a few cars here. It's like the 16 of Travis George and Grady are running the fastest at the moment. Jace Keller right behind those guys, man. Let's see if they're going to push each other up in those top 3 spots. Oh, Happy just got into the wall a little bit there. Is it just me or are sparks flying off the bottom of those cars?
I do see sparks. Look at Bryce Tucker diving down on the inside back there, trying to make a move.
Well, yeah, he definitely wants to get back on this lead lap at all costs.
Oh, he is doing everything he can to kind of get his spot back up front. Looks like he does pass the 97.
Oh, the Mobile 1 car back there just got in the wall.
Causing all kinds of trouble. Nava back there slows a lot of guys down. I know we still, like we always do, have some
Oh,
Nava
the
fans in
54.
the chat. So that post, and a lot of guys are going around.
Oh, yeah. Wow. The 54, I don't know what happened to him. I just seen him get up into the wall.
What did I do? I didn't come down on you. Better look that back.
So look back here at Nava. I know I've seen Nava kind of get a little bit loose. I'm not sure that is not what caused it.
I'm gonna need an EOL for damage.
His car checking into 3.
Looks like
Yeah, from my view.
I think it might have been the I mean, it might have been Bryce Tucker there.
Oh, the
trying to be
29.
a little bit aggressive and got into the 17. I think it was just a lot.
Oh wait, I need.
Sorry, go ahead, Tim.
It was just, I think it's just a lot of different factors there that caused that. I don't think there's really anyone to kind of put that on. It's just a lot of stuff happening, a lot of guys trying to get out of Dodge, and things happen.
Yes, they do, as you see on Tuesday nights.
Those are real.
See if we can get a good view out of here from Tucker.
Hey, I was just giving an EOL, and I got a black flag for passing the yellow. Can I get that cleared?
Yeah, probably.
Could have been the 17 that came down on Tucker. Looks like that's what it was.
Yeah, go ahead and key up one more time.
Yeah, at that
That's how
time
that
when
one
you were
turned out.
calling that out. Yeah, when you were calling that out, I was looking at the 54, what happened to him, because he got into the wall. As Kern goes by for the lucky dog, he's back on the lead lap. Yeah, but it looked like the 29 got into the back of the 54 a little bit and got him a little loose.
Travis George up front, with Grady on the outside, and 2 Wilder and Jace Keller right behind those guys.
So I'm looking into my little crystal ball here. Back there in the 13th position, it looks like. I think he might have something to say about that first spot here before too long.
Kern does look like he is, correct me if I'm wrong, back on the lead lap.
Yep, he was the one I was talking about. That was in 13th. As we go green.
Kind of want to take a look back here and watch Kern as he makes his way up to the front, which we both know that that's going to happen here as he weasels his way through traffic.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye up on the front. Looks like, I mean, there's a good battle between Grady and Jace Keller. Jace Keller just made a move for third. Got Wilder catching that 16 car of Travis George, or so he was.
You have your battle for first on screen with George, Wilder,
Oh,
Keller.
Jace Keller got into the back of Wilder. Wilder's going through the.
Wilder.
Oh my! Wow, that's the big one. Wow, there's a lot of cars involved in that accident. Wow.
I'm getting some radio interference, and I'm hearing a lot of wows going on out there on the track.
There's a lot of wows.
This is going to be really, really hard to kind of look at here.
I didn't know what number to call out there. It seems like every time I seen Wilder come, he got hit, got into the back of, Keller got to the back of Wilder, it looked like, and then it just started a chain reaction of wows.
Yeah, it does look like it was that initial bump from Keller on Wilder there that kind of sent everything into chaos mode there.
Yeah, absolutely. To me, when I was watching that, it looked like Keller was going to go down, and that low apron everyone's been taking, and I'm not sure Wilder possibly didn't see him, and he kept going down, but like I said, it just started the string of wows. That was a good one.
Yeah, see if we can go back a little bit further. I'm trying to get some camera angles for the viewers. It's kind of really hard to get anything or everything. I mean, it's just everybody everywhere. So I think what we could do here is ride along with William Kern here. Let me know when these guys are side by side getting ready to start so I can go back to live. I'm gonna try.
Yep, I got you.
Bear with me. Right on board here with William Kern, see everything kind of happens as it did live. And Kern tags and Nava, and a lot of fast repairs are going to be used up.
Absolutely, sure. But I can tell you one thing. Bryce Tucker got a lap back, so I mean, maybe he can hope for another caution, get back on the lead lap. Not sure if that's how it works. I'm assuming it does, but hopefully he can get back on the lead lap. He has a pretty fast car.
Make sure you guys save the replay from that one to get the view that you want to see, because there's not enough.
Yeah, they're side by side now.
Yeah, there's not enough caution laps to get everything for you guys, so my apologies.
If we get KT McCann up here, I need to ask him, is the roof of his car a 3 or a 9? Because I keep wanting to say the 35 car, but I don't even see a 35 car.
Yeah, it's a 95.
Okay, we're going green. Are those two teammates in Dayhoff and Keller right there?
I believe Dayhoff and Keller are teammates.
Let's see if they're going to push each other to the front there. I'm assuming, obviously, they will. Because Keller was about to take a first spot before that big one. See if they can kind of work together and get up to 1-2 here. Like they're gonna.
$17 and $31 look like they've got a little door banging going on. And Kern, just like that, the wizard that he is, back up into 6th on the lead lap. Looks like he is finally in contention for a top 3 at minimum.
I'll tell you what, man, that Skittles car is pretty quick. Uh-oh, I knew that was going to happen. I seen that. Wow. We had trouble down there with that 17. He was fast too, man. I'm not sure if that was the 51 that got into the back of him.
Do have a yellow flag on the field. Take a look here at Zachary Tyler, a little late to the party here.
Yeah, I think it was the 17. He might have to go get some repair. I'm not sure. I didn't see what happened after he got bumped from behind.
Yeah, my camera crew is not giving me the best angles tonight, but yeah, it looks like the 51 a day off just got underneath him a little bit. Maybe he came down. Yeah, it looks like once again the 17 does come down on that inside line. That's the second time that he's done that, and this is getting him in too much trouble. And then that leaves a whole pile up back there behind him. Wilder gets into him. Wilder comes up into Tyler, and it's just, once again, not the big one, but big enough to cause these guys to fall back in the field. Now that I'm sure a lot of their fast repairs are used up after that first big crash that we had.
Lucky dog on the outside.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. That 29, he's not having any luck tonight. It seems like he's just, he's just getting in all kinds of troubles. I'm not saying they're his fault. He's just seems like every time we see an accident, he's just having a ton of unfortunate luck.
Listen, I can attest to that, and sometimes it happens to the best of us. Sometimes you just, trouble finds you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sure Zachary Tyler will find me after the race and thank me for that bad karma I put on him at the beginning from his first race this season. I'm sorry, Zach. I'm sorry. So surprisingly, we are at our 4th caution. Well, I'll say 3rd because one of them has been the stage. The next stage will be at lap 78, so we have about 20 laps left. We'll see if we can get some green ones going. Looks like Tyler gets a wave around. Looks like he's having a little, I don't know if he's having trouble with that car once again. Still a little slidey.
Also, Tim, don't look now. Bryce Tucker is also back on the lead lap.
Tyler might want to, I don't know what's going on with his car or what, but yeah, he's drifting that thing again.
Do we have another stage, or is this the whole, are we good the rest of the race?
What's that?
We have another stage?
Yeah, lap 78.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
his
see if we
car
can make
is
it there in one piece.
fired it up, bud. Poor Tyler. Poor Tyler. Hey, at least he got maybe a lead lap off of that.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Is
he'll
he
take
going
the
in the?
bonus points.
Yeah, is he going in the pits right now?
Yeah, he just got in the pits.
All right. I see.
Hopefully he can cross that start finish before these guys pass with the green flag.
He should be all right.
Green flag's out and George takes off with Chase and Jace right behind the Chase. I almost messed that up, but I said it.
Once again, you got Kernan 17. I'm watching back here in 10th and 11th spot. I don't know. I don't know if the Skittles guy. I don't. Who is that? Sully. I don't know if he got any repairs done or anything, because it doesn't seem like he's as fast as he was before that accident. Yep, I did.
Nava somehow makes his way, not somehow, but miraculously. All those incidents, he's found his way back to the top. Hopefully he can stay out. Stay out of trouble. Chase. Matthew Chase is 71. Hoping that he can pull this one off. I feel like he needs a win. I'm not a bandwagon fan, but I'm always rooting for the K&W guys. And I will publicly announce Chase is a heck of a guy. Super helpful with a lot of things going on in the league. So shout out to Chase for everything he does around here.
Looks like Keller might be entering the pit. And 17, he almost got hit from the backside again. As the 81's getting into the wall back there right next to him.
Oh yeah, they are fighting back there in the back. I feel like
Looks
they
like
all
Sully's
want.
getting.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Now they're all wanting to get back up to the front of the pack where they once were. I mean, they're just doing whatever they can to kind of get out of that back. I'm sure they don't want to get caught up in any more incidents either.
I'm telling you, I'm on board with this 17 car, man. He is scooting. Kevin Sully looks like he's found his lines. He's hitting every single one of them. He's pretty fast right now.
It looks like he's gotten faster over the past 8 laps, it looks like.
You just got to watch out in front of him. You see those guys getting into each other a little bit.
Post also getting some quicker lap times going on. Kern finally takes that spot over from George. KT McCann sliding up on the inside also. George falling back just a couple spots with Nava right there. Chase, Grady, Happick, and Dayhoff all pushing up. And I feel like
Look who's next to 17.
who we got there?
He's back.
Tucker making his way back up front. Slowly
Bryce
but
Tucker
surely.
was 2 laps down.
4
and
wide.
He is
Oh
making
my
some noise.
gosh, these guys are giving it their all tonight, and that was quite impressive move there by Tucker, going 4 wide, going into 3 wide there.
Yeah, this kid is racing his tail off right now. He's looking for more spots.
Miller got up in the wall there, slows him down a little bit, as those guys are once again 3 wide. Looks like we're going 3 wide more often as we get into this race. Tucker slingshots past Dayhoff.
Oh, there's one in front of him. 15 got into. I didn't see the
back there, and there's more action going on. The yellow flag is out. I'm going to slide back since I saw it there in the moment.
Sorry about the little incident there. I got on the corner, KT. Should have moved up a little more. Sorry, Nava. I hit the wall.
No, all good.
Looked like that was Matthew Chase there. Kind of lost it up against the wall. Probably slid back down into Nava, and that just caused a whole another debacle here.
It looks like Wilder got a little bit of got a couple scratches on his car there.
Checking on backtrack.
Yeah, I think it might have been Nava coming back up on track and kind of pushing a little bit, pushing cars out of the way, and the 57 and 99 both tagged that wall. And looks like we're going to see a little bit more action on pit lane here.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you think they're going to pit here?
Let's see what we got.
That stage should be coming up any minute now.
You got 7 laps to stage. I mean, it all depends here. Pit stop strategy up on the screen. I feel like it all depends on how they're pushing the car. I mean, we got pit stops all over the place.
Yeah, I see 16 heading in the pits. I mean, if they can make it on fuel, I mean, I'm curious to see if any of them will stay out. Just, you know, to have those. I don't know, man. I think this is going to be interesting.
So we'll check up here with William Kern, see if this get some fuel data off of him. Still got a few guys in pits. I think those guys are, yeah, they are either in the garage or out of race. It's like Wilder finally makes his way out.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Matthew Chase, but I don't see him anywhere.
Kern is off, starting the green flag on lap 73 here. This has been actually an interesting race this evening. It's kind of kept me a little bit busy. Not used to it, but we're doing what we can.
Like Dayhoff making a move here. Takes that third spot.
It's nice to see Dayhoff up front in this series. I feel like he's had a lot of bad luck when it comes to the Gen 6. And I'm hoping that he at least gets a podium finish here tonight. He could definitely use it for a little bit of confidence and motivation here going forward in the season. Not that he's too far behind in points, but it's always nice, that little boost of confidence when you get a top 3.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a look in the back of the field here with Post, Keller, Weiniger. Tucker up there sliding around on the track, making moves as usual. It's kind of hard to believe how he keeps that car on the track, because he does whip that thing like he knows what he's doing. And I'm sure he does, but if that was me, I'd be in the wall.
There is it. Ah, that's the end of the stage there.
And your stage 2 winner, William Kern.
I know, what was it, last week? Last week I gave Bryce Tucker a nickname. What was it? Do you remember?
I don't remember, actually.
Was it like Burn It Down or something?
It was, yeah,
Burnout?
Burn It Down.
Yeah, we're going to, hopefully he gets a podium. He could get, we can give him his, call out his nickname.
If he doesn't get it, somebody's got to take that title from him, because he does hold the title for best burnout so far this season. These guys coming down pit lane.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Kern, if he does hold on to win here, if he heard us last week talk about the best burnout. Let's see if he can give us a good one. Let's see if Grady goes for fuel. Nope, looks like he's got rights. Yeah, he got all 4.
You do there, Will.
Yep, Grady got all 4 this time.
Nothing.
I'm on to you.
Is this our last stage? We're green flag racing the rest of the way?
This is the 3rd and final stage with Sully out front. Looking forward to this last little stint here. So next week's race is going to be in New Hampshire. I'm not too familiar with that track, but that's where we're at next week.
I look forward to that one.
I got week 9's race in Charlotte circled, at least for myself, because I actually do quite enjoy racing at Charlotte.
Nice, kind of fun racing in Charlotte, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and I know I've been calling him out a little bit here recently, but that 17 car, he's made his way up to the front. I'm not sure if he pit or not, but he is up front.
First handful of laps running around practice in Charlotte. That
Kevin Sully,
got that dirty air.
number
It's a lot
17.
different.
Yeah, they're very aero dependent. I mean, I still
Keeping
like
it steady.
next gen.
65.
They're close.
I'm gonna take a look back and see if he hit the pits.
And I do feel like Sully is new to the series. He's definitely giving Kern a run for his money tonight, and it's nice to see Happick up there in front, right behind those guys. I feel like those are some of the best looking cars on the track tonight. But I will say, Post has a nice paint job tonight. I like
Yep,
that shiny pink.
yeah, he really does. He really does. And as we go green, Sully did not pit, so that's interesting as well.
See how well those tires hold up. So we're going to talk pit strategy. Let's look and see. So our first pit window was 28 laps. I guess that's the standard. Maybe for fuel, maybe for tires. But we're going about 20 laps with everybody pushing it, that they're going to be able to either have fuel or the tire to hold up going around the track. And it looks like Happick here is going for that spot down low.
Yeah, don't look now. Here comes my pick.
3 wide. 1, 2, and 3 into turn 1. Almost a 3x3 right there.
It almost was. Sully's falling back deep in the pack there.
Happick doing a heck of a job tonight here. I'm, as always, impressed with that. Still 3 wide. Keller on the outside, Grady on the inside, and I'm sure my nerves inside those 3 would be shot.
Way to go 3 wide, your boy.
What a move by McCann there.
Happy is ecstatic, I'm sure, after that 3 wide. And they're still going 3 wide. 3x3. This is nuts.
It is nuts. I think it's going to come down to the last 2 laps of this race, man. All these guys, I don't see anyone really separating themselves right now. I think it's going to come down to the last lap or 2 as 15 just gets into the wall a little bit there. And the caution's out.
There is a caution. And I'd hate to say who I think it was, but Bryce Tucker involved.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure he probably used a fast repair earlier in the race, so hopefully he doesn't have too much damage where he can still continue on.
I like catching these earlier so I don't have to search for it.
Sorry about getting you turned around.
Yeah, so you said 15 got into the wall. I think he might
Yeah,
have,
15 got into the wall, yep.
might have pushed a couple of guys outside.
Yeah, well, he was riding outside. I seen him get into the wall. I don't think he got into anybody. It happened in front of him.
Yes, sir, it sure did. It was Weiniger getting the inside left of Tucker, spinning Tucker, and everyone kind of just
EOL, please, on Dave.
hit the little red button, try to evade, and looks like
Yeah, I
it
think
only-
that might be it for Bryce Tucker. He's just sitting in the pits. Yeah, I think that's going to be his night. Unless he comes out a little bit later in the race, I think it's going to be his night there.
poor Carvalho just tried to avoid it, and he just got gathered up in that. And that kind of sucks for him because he was doing so well.
I didn't want to give them all.
And all you want
Yeah,
to do,
absolutely.
yeah, all you want to do is avoid these wrecks, and you know,
I'm
a
sorry
lot of
about
guys
that.
try to go
What's
take
that?
that same line, and you can only fit one car there.
Although
So,
the 50 and
Yeah, it looks
50
like
is
that's
still
Nava's
fast,
night as well as
they'll
he
tell me to pass
he
my
just
whole inning
um,
pit
left the track.
bail limit.
So it looks like you got Tucker, Nava, and a few others
Looks
that
like we're out of pit, but it's all good.
are should be their night.
yeah, and Grady's car looks toast. That sucks. That sucks.
Yeah, I know he got into a big one earlier too, didn't he?
He did. Yep, that pit lane's filling up quick.
Yeah, he's just sitting there too. He's probably got some time for some repairs, so he might come out a little bit later as well. So it makes things even more interesting here as we get a little bit closer to the end of the race. As we are down to we're down to 11 on the lead lap. Yeah. Looks like the 53. Oh no, Grady's back out on the track. 2 laps down, but he's back.
Now I need his pit crew for sure.
Yeah, they must have ate their Wheaties this morning.
So we got a new lineup. As you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, McCann, George, Kern up there. Still Keller up there. Escarino, he's made his way a little bit further up the list. Dayhoff still hanging around. Post and Havoc look like they slid back a little bit. Sully, Miller, Wilder, those guys are going to have to push their way back up front to where they were before if they want any chance to win. But plenty of laps left. Hopefully we can keep them green.
Yeah, and I want to apologize. Bryce Tucker's actually back out on the track.
Just 2 laps.
Yeah, 2 laps down. He's back out on the track. I thought his night was done for, but I mean, anything can happen. He was 2 laps down earlier in the race.
Looks like Keller and Dayoff get into each other. That's going to be a battle. If that stays the way it is until the end of the race, we'll see which teammate tries to take that win if it comes down to it. I'm going to say this about Randy Post, a guy that usually doesn't get, I would say, much publicity, but he actually is a pretty damn good driver out there. I mean, I'm hoping that he can find his way up to the top towards the end of this one as well.
Yeah, I know he started 4th, but he's definitely scratching and clawing. I know he was back towards the middle there for a while, but he scratched and clawed his way back up towards the front.
They're riding that outside line, trying to keep that momentum.
Yeah, I believe so.
And that's always a hard line, at least for myself. That's always a hard line to run because you really gotta have that thing on rails when you want to ride the outside.
Dayhoff
run
almost
wall.
clipped the 48 there.
looks like he slid up into the second spot, just underneath Travis George. Travis George
Yeah, that was a
falling in
good
behind
move.
him. That was
That was
really
really
good.
Keller all by himself down there at the bottom, but he's got his teammates should be dropping right behind him there, push him up there a little bit. Don't look now, it's Bobby the Stash Grady.
Making a comeback for the ages. Nescarino, I think he is new to the series. I haven't seen his name often, but he's really holding his own out there. And I will say, if you've never tried Liquid Death, you should. Water in a can, just it's different sometimes.
Yeah, I noticed last week he was up there a little bit, and he got, something unfortunate I believe happened. But it seems like even in the ARCA series and here, it seems like he's always running towards the front. It just unfortunate events happen to him, and he just slips back. Bobby Gray looks like he's trying to make that pass for 4.
Give it inside 16, Travis George. On that apron, I think a lot of guys could take notes off that. I mean, it's a risky move coming on and off that apron, but it does cut a few, maybe tenths of a second off a lap time. If you can manage to get that car on and off clean.
Yeah, that high line though, coming out of those turns, definitely, I feel like coming out of the turns has a little bit of the upper hand. So you see, like when they go down the straight or go into a turn, that bottom line is definitely the place to be. Coming out, definitely the top line. As Grady completes that pass on Travis George.
Looks like Dayhoff takes over the second position. Somehow Zachary Tyler is still in the battle for first place. Down 12 spots and only behind 10 seconds.
I'll tell you what, I thought Grady's still 2 laps down, and he's up here battling with the leaders. I thought he was fighting for 4th spot.
Hey, you got to get that lap back somehow, right?
Yeah, it looks like Dayhoff's battling for the lead here.
And KT taking a page out of the other guy's book. I'm not sure whose book it is, but cutting down in that inside lane with a block on Dayhoff, because I think he knew Dayhoff that's his usual line there, cutting down on that apron. And Keller tags the wall, shoots Weiniger down on the inside of the apron. Keller falling back significantly from a few laps where he was before. Who you got your eye on now, Mike?
I'm watching the front here. Dayhoff just made the pass on McCann. McCann dropped down, almost got into the front of Dayhoff and got spun out, but saved it. But Dayhoff's the race leader now, up there in that first position.
We'll see how he does with that clean air, right?
Yeah, and you got Grady right behind him. I can tell you Grady wants to get one of his 2 laps back, so.
Battling for that 12th position.
I think the pit strategy here will come into play here.
Do you think we're up close to the pit window?
Where are we at? 103. What's the window look like? How many laps do they get on a full tank there?
First stop was 28. Looks like we're about 24 laps now, so we're gonna have to be planning some green flag stops here within
Yeah,
the
probably lap
next
106.
next couple laps too. It looks like Miller actually is coming in. Post and Miller both came in pits.
That's relatively smart, especially if Dayhoff stays out for a couple more laps.
Yeah, or somehow yellow flag flies.
Yeah, if Dayhoff stays out for a couple more laps, I could see Miller and Post both getting up there and possibly even taking the lead.
A couple moves going on back here.
Yeah, I'll keep my eye on the race leader, see when he pits. I'm interested in that. He should be coming in here on the next lap or two.
Not sure if
Yeah,
Tucker. I'm not sure if Tucker settled down a little bit, but he's slowly, surely making his way, cutting down a few seconds here and there. Two laps. I mean, that's unfortunate for Tucker.
I wonder if he's going to stay out when the leaders pit. That way he can get possibly even both of his laps back, and then pray for a caution, and then pit again. That's what I would do if I was Grady, but I don't know. Grady and Tucker actually. That's what I would do if I was both of them. Pray, stay out for the 2 extra laps while the leaders are in pits, and then hopefully a caution. They can get back on that lead lap. I just don't know where they're at on fuel. You said we're going to 130 laps?
130.
Oh, yeah, so Grady definitely has to come back in one more time. I just don't know when that's going to be. So it looks like Grady will get a lap back, and Tucker. Yeah, Grady next time around will be on the lead lap. That's good stuff. Or he should be.
Got some pit stop times there. Not sure what that does for anyone coming up. Getting ready to get your bets in for this last little leg of the race. Kern and Escarino stay out. 1 and 2. Keller's in the pits. Looks like he still gonna hold that.
Yeah, Kern's coming in now.
Like Keller might come out on top here. Might have had a little bit of damage, and if he does not, and I am wrong.
Looks like Kern just got lefts. Could be wrong, but that's what it looked like to me.
Current leader, 54, Randy Post.
Yeah, and look who's back on the lead lap. It's Bobby Grady. I can almost assure you he is praying for a caution. He definitely needs to pit again. I told you Post was with that pit stop there. I knew he was going to be. I knew him and Don Miller were going to be up there. Let's see if Post can hold off KT McCann.
Oh yeah, he is way out front, all by his lonesome. I'd say he's riding off into the sunset for now, but the sun is already set. He's up, what, 2-second lead?
Yeah, yep. Looks like 2.5 almost. Yeah, right. I knew, and he's not going to even have to pit again unless there's a massive amount of cautions. He shouldn't have to pit again. So if he can just hit his lines and keep racing like he's been, he should take this one.
You just keep an eye on that gap time on the tower on the left side. See if KT seems to somehow close that gap there on Post.
It's actually came down a little bit. He's down to 2.1. So he is closing it a little bit. You got Grady and the 53 Weininger's coming in for the pits.
Another guy is the 6'3" of Don Miller, who hasn't really had much luck here this season in the series for, I say, at least a top 10. As Happy gets up into the wall, and then that will leave Miller to snag that third place from him. Seems like with all those incidents we had back there, some of these guys are usually get caught up in traffic, finding their way back up front.
Yep, and looks like Kern almost got into the back of Grady there.
Some battling going on back here for spots just outside the top 10.
Yeah, I think Happy got his. I think he overtook third from Don Miller. Seems to be one of the only battles. Yep. Yeah, but also McCann has reduced Randy Post's lead to 1.7. So about a 1.7 second gap to first.
I mean, you can cut off those seconds there, chip them away, and you'll eventually find yourself back up within 10th of a second or so behind the leader. Those guys are doing just that. And the funny thing is KT's out there all by himself, has no help, nobody to draft with, nobody to push.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I wonder if Happy and Miller can work kind of with each other and get back up closer to McCann, and then they can. I mean, McCann's catching posts without any help, but I wonder if Happy and Miller can push each other back up there. And Kern's coming too. He's right on Miller's heels.
Yeah, the wizard will always find his way to the front.
You're not kidding. Yep, here he comes.
I just heard somebody say, "Where the hell did you come from, Will?" Right on Happy's bumper. Oh, it's almost like he wanted to merge with him. Become one. Combine the power.
Yeah, these guys can work with each other here and get back up front there to the, to obviously that first spot. They're not far behind at all.
Yeah, he's just way too fast. This is insane.
Also, you got Travis George, who's ran up front most of the race. He's right behind Kern as well.
Yep, as that lead slowly dwindles down, that post is trying to hold on to up front.
Yeah, it's down to about half a second now.
Dayhoff slides his way up into the 5th spot. McCann does pass Post there. It's like Post, I don't know if something happened to him. He's sliding back down on the apron. And it looks like he's heading into the pits. That is not good. I'm not sure what's going on there with Randy. Might have not put enough fuel in that thing for him. I think he did stay out a little bit longer, or probably pitted a little bit too soon. I could be wrong.
I thought he pit like right at that mark. And Kern is catching McCann very, very, very quickly.
Yeah, Kern he's going to be one of those guys who can close that gap quickly and easily. So you're out front, KT. You got to play defense now. I guess that's all you can do. Don Miller and Sean Happick still battling back there for 5th.
Oh, it's about to get good here, Tim.
With 5 to go, we can't take our eyes off the front because, as always, these races have seemed to come down to the wire.
Yeah, even the 3rd and 4th positions, they're battling it out as well.
Thousandth of a second side by side. Kern and McCann.
Yeah, Kern took that easily.
McCann's holding on too. He's not letting them drive away as he usually would. Travis George and Brandon Dayhoff back there battling for that podium. As George kind of gets into the wall there, giving Dayhoff a chance to creep up on him, cutting seconds, thousandths, tenths, millionths of a second off. And the white flag is out as Kern crosses the start-finish. Katie McCann hot on his heels with George following, and Dayhoff right behind. Happick bringing up the 5th spot.
I thought we were going to have an exciting finish for that first spot, but as always, the Wizard, man, he found a way to come back from the depths, and he pulled it off.
The checker comes out, and Kern, your race winner. Jace Keller cruising in with the 8th spot. Kevin Solly just behind in 9th. Sean Wilder in 10th.
All right, man. I'm keeping my eye out for this burnout. Let's see if he's got something for who was that? Bryce. Let's see if he's got something for Bryce on the burnout.
All right, I'm free broadcast late, dude. Good race, y'all. Glad I got to lead up there at the end.
Kind of hanging on one more yellow. That's why I had to cut a tire.
Pretty sure we all do.
Congratulations, William Kern. Your Kansas Speedway race winner.
308, 315 right now.
As we get some guys ready to come into the broadcast booth for
305 and 292.
interviews.
Shouldn't they be catching fire at that camp?
Let's go ahead and grab Travis George.
Good run, guys.
Yeah, it's good battling with you there. Still came full left to go, Don.
Yeah, always fun racing with you, buddy.
Hey Travis, this is Mike and Tim up here in the broadcast booth. How you feeling, bud?
Pretty good, man. I've had some rough luck so far in this series, so it feels good to finally be able to put it on the podium.
We can attest to that. So it's nice to see
Really whooped me then.
some change going on. We were rooting for you up here most of the way through, and it's nice to see you pull it off. What strategy did you have there trying to catch up to KT and Kern there towards the end?
I think I might have used up a little too much right front at first trying to catch Kern, and then Kern took off on me and caught KT.
Yeah, Kern has a thing for doing that.
Yeah.
We don't
yeah.
call him the wizard for nothing around here.
Yeah, it was cool though to pick up a stage win, and I think I ended up 4th or something in the second stage and a podium overall. I'll take it because I've had some real bad luck losing power in Sonoma and whatnot.
Yeah, well, it's nice to finally get you up here and get to talk to you after a few races. So, you looking forward to New Hampshire next week?
Yeah, I've always liked that track, so should be some fun. Hopefully we can get a nice clean race there like we had the last half of this one.
The last half, yeah. Mike, you got anything for Travis?
I mean, not really. I just thought it was. I mean, I know you're running up front, for the first, for a good while. You're running first, second, one of those two positions, and then I know you fell back towards the middle. I don't know if it was during one of those accidents, but I thought it was pretty impressive how you worked your way back up and got the 3rd spot, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, I kind of missed it. I should have probably pitted out of the one caution when everyone else is. I was thinking about it, and I was like, no, wait, there'll be another one. And then everybody went in, and I was like, oh, shoot, that might screw me for this stage. But I got lucky that there was another caution, so I went in, just took 2 tires, and was able to make it, I think, back up to 4th.
Yeah, I mean, nevertheless, it was really impressive. I was like, oh, don't look now, Travis George is back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty impressive, man. Once again, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, guys, and appreciate you guys putting your time in to broadcast this for us. Thanks to all our admins in the league for putting it on for us, dude.
Of course. And I hope you enjoy watching the broadcast over here. You might see yourself more than usual this time, so congratulations.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yep, have a good one. Thank you.
You too.
That was Travis George, 3rd place. My overlay is messing up. We're going to grab Katie McCann up here. KT McCann, how you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I've been waiting to talk to you all season.
Well, all you gotta do is pull me up here.
Well, I'm talking about post race. Um, how you feeling after that last couple laps? Seeing Kern somehow weasel his way up behind you in your rear view.
I just wish I'd have known the 54 was going to have to pit or hit the wall, and I wouldn't have burned up so much right front. Maybe we could have had a better race out of it.
Yeah, I feel like we were both wondering the same thing because when he dipped off, we were kind of like wondering what was going on. So
He killed the wall out of 4.
that'll do it. Mike, you got anything for KT?
No, like you said, I know that he's been, pretty close to the front. I've been waiting to get him up here as well. What was your main strategy going into this race? And as the race progressed, like how did that change?
I love this place. These cars. When I was actually doing a lot of racing and officials, these were the ones I was running all the time. And it's like you got to protect the right front. It's so easy. You can drive the car as hard as you want to, but you're going to burn that right front off. So pretty much the whole race, I was lifting going into the turns and just trying to save that right front for later in the run. I just didn't have no short pace speed. I was hoping for long green flag runs.
We were hoping for him too, because I was busy up here.
Yeah, we were busy on the track.
Oh, I know. I saw. Well, what are you looking forward to New Hampshire next week? I asked Travis George the same thing. He said he loves it. What do you think?
I hate that place, but I usually run pretty good there, which is weird.
Well,
I've never been a fan of the flat tracks like that. And it's just, I don't know, but it's weird. That track, Martinsville, and a couple others I don't do half bad at, but I really don't like driving them.
no, I can understand that one. Well, we're looking forward to talking to you again next week. We'll see if we can find you in the team chats next week to kind of get a little bit more from you as we go forward with the season. But it's been a pleasure watching you pull off that podium tonight in the second place. I've been rooting for you all year with that white monster car. So
I should have just dumped him when he came by.
Oh man, you got anybody you want to shout out? Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
I want
Go ahead.
thank you all for putting on this league. I've kind of been away from it for the last couple of years and only raced very, very rarely, and I've kind of got back into it and enjoyed it. But I do have a question: who hit me going into 3 when I was leading?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, there was a lot of hitting going on. So
I mean, I was playing all kind of aero games, and I went into 3, and next thing I know, I got 2X, and I'm going up toward the wall. I thought I was dead.
Yeah, I know. I want to. Man, it could have been either. I don't remember exactly, but I know there was 2 wrecks going into 3. One involved a 29 and one involved a 7. So it was either one of them.
I didn't get in a wreck. I didn't wreck anything. I just lost about 7 spots.
well, you made it back.
Yeah, you definitely battled back up there, man. It was pretty awesome to see.
All right. Well, thank you all for this. I had a good time.
All right, KT.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
I think with Mr. Kern, we don't really got to say much at this point, man. It's nah. Let's get him in here.
give me 1 second here. Pull him up here. Will the Wizard Kern
What's up, guys?
once again?
Again.
That was a rough night, man. Ended up getting a 40-second hold there during stage 1. I sped down pit road. I can't imagine it much more, maybe a mile or 2 per hour, and ticked me off, held me off, went a lap down, and pretty much had to battle my way back. So I got lucky on that one.
Mike.
Yeah, I was just curious. Do you know where we have a burnout of the year, man? I don't know if you were aware of that or not.
Oh, I was not aware of that.
Well, now you're aware, so next time we got to see something a little better.
Yeah, I got something up my sleeve for you.
All right, cool.
I did it once in another league. I think you'll like it.
All right, nice. And then, so my question to you is, so you were talking about being a lap down. At that point, what was your strategy to get back on the lead lap and then obviously get to where you are now?
pretty much just struggled to be the first car lap dogs. I knew the stage caution was coming up. Happy ended up getting into me a little bit there and caused the early caution. And because he tapped me, it gave me a 0x. And once you get a 0x, you're no longer the lucky dog at that point. So I lost it there. And then I think it was after stage one was over, I was able to get back into the lucky dog position. Another caution came out. So.
Yep, I got you. Tim, you got anything for him? Because, I mean, it feels like this is like a regular thing now. I mean, might as well call it the William Kern Show, I guess. But
I,
no,
dude,
I'm just kidding. I'm
let
just
me
kidding.
tell you something, man. There's some guys out there tonight that gave me a run for my money. I mean, I every time I turned around, Bobby Grady was there, Travis George was there. I mean, I was actually pretty nervous there towards the end. I had to try to use up what I had to catch KT, and at the same time try to keep Travis behind me too. So, I don't know. Honestly, I think I got kind of lucky on that. I think Travis might have hit the wall a little bit behind me, so I gapped him some there, and that gave me enough room to try to catch KT. So
Yeah, but believe me, there were a lot of like I at first I think I picked Happy was my pick to win, but there were quite a few fast guys. Dayhoff was really fast. Even the 17 Kevin Sully was fast. I mean, there was a lot of Grady, like you said. It was just like I think everybody's impressive, but especially the top three. How each of you battled back in your own way to get back up to the top was pretty awesome to see.
yeah, I mean, again, everybody's kind of just getting used to these cars again. Not everybody raced them before. Uh, I never raced them before. I'm liking it so far. I like them better in the next gen. Um, but these guys, to be honest with you, everybody keeps getting better and better every week, so it's getting tougher and tougher to win. So I'm gonna have to start getting better myself. Make sure I'm up here. I last week I got into it. I got kind of put up into the wall, kind of tore me out that way. But can't have a good race every race. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Tim, you got anything for the Wizard?
I mean, we don't call him that for a reason. I mean, he came out of nowhere, and now you even heard Sean over the radio say, "Where the heck did you come from, Will?" So, uh, like always, I'm sure we're gonna shout out to Shinko Custom Diecast. Am I right?
Yes, sir. And then Pride and Trust Painting on the back quarter panel, and Carter Racing Paints, man. Go to tradingpaints.com. Look up Carter Racing Paints. He does all of my schemes. I got a new one on tonight. He just I told him to whip something up for me for tonight, and he did.
Well, we were talking about guys' schemes tonight. I know Randy Post had a good one. You had a good one. Sean Happick is always rocking a good one. So I mean, I love seeing him from up here. So we'll see what you bring out next week.
Yeah, I'll have to bring something out of the mothballs. I think next week. Where are we at next week, anyways?
New Hampshire,
Ooh,
your
that's a
favorite.
tough one. Yeah, no, it ain't. You fill that place with water and turn it into a swimming pool, man. I'm good.
Well, we will need by the end of the season to see that wizard paint scheme. So it'd be a good theme for
Ah,
you.
I see. I've already got it in the works, buddy. Ever since you said that, I think it was at Sonoma you told me that, so I got it in the works, man.
All right, we'll be looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night, and thank you so much for being up in the broadcast booth, man. You guys put on a good show every Monday night.
Awesome, we appreciate it. And once again, congratulations.
Thank you, sir, and I will catch you next week.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
You too.
Once again, another amazing race. Couldn't have done it without these guys. Mike, you got anything you want to say before we close this one out for tonight?
Man, really, I mean, I enjoy watching every Monday. These guys are amazing at what they do, a lot better than me in the ARCA series by far. I just want to thank Sean and everyone else, the admins, for putting this on and allowing me to be up here. I'm sure you're grateful for that too. I just want to thank them for allowing me to be up here and enjoy watching great racing every Monday night.
Yeah, who says you got to hate Mondays, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
All right, well, week 6, Gen 6 series, your winner, William Kern. thank you guys for tuning in. If you stayed, thanks a lot. If not, watch the broadcast, and we'll see you next week, 7:45 Eastern Time for the guys on the East Coast. Until then, have a safe one, and God bless you.